everybody. Happy Tuesday. Sending so much love to the collective. This is going to be the full moon / partial lunar eclipse collective reading. We'll get into what is the current emotions and energy of the collective, and then we'll get into what are we being guided to release at this time, and then how we are being encouraged to move forward. Let me see. So first, what is the current energy and emotions of the collective? Current energy and emotions of the Yes. Okay, so the first card that we got is sorrowful. Sorrow can feel like being trapped in a trench of sadness, withdrawn from the joys of life. It may stem from the loss of someone or being rooted in a feeling, or be rooted in a feeling of being on the outside. Sorrow can make us feel perpetually stuck in a rut and lead to depression. A lot of that going on in the collective right now, especially today. Hit really hard. May Dolly's spirit rest peacefully. Sending love to everybody who was inspired or impacted by Dolly's essence, her light, and her work. Just one, I think, example of sorrow that is happening right now. Oh, and the stone to assist with sorrow, sorry, is anger. We also got sensual and empathetic. It says sensuality is connected to pleasure. The senses in being in touch with yourself. It invokes beauty, grace, and freedom of expression. Sensual experiences encourage you to slow down, soften, and be giving to yourself. Sensuality may awaken a deeper sense of knowing and asking for what you want. And the stone to assist with that is rhodochrosite. Empathetic says, empathy allows us to have an understanding of what another one is experiencing. Empathetic people are sensitive and aware of energies emanated by people or environment around them. However, sometimes the energy can be felt acutely in the body and may absorb too much of another person's pain or trauma. And the stone to assist with that is hemimorphite. So some people might be deepening their sense of sensuality or reinventing what they connect to as sensual acts, either with themselves or with romantic partners or friends or whoever. And then this energy of empathetic here as well. Some people might be feeling a lot of what is going on within the collective. And I think this card is just like a reminder, if that is you, if you're very sensitive or empathetically, or you're just an empathic person, that healthy distance and healthy boundaries are also necessary for you, just so that way you're not absorbing the energy around you, and can remain sovereign and intact within your own being. So the first card for the next row, we got worn out. It says, feeling worn out is the body's wisdom saying, pay attention. It may happen when we are not utilizing our emotional energy well, or not listening to our body when we need rest. Cultivating an awareness of when we are beginning to feel like an emotionally wilted flower is a subtle cue that it's time for self-care. And the stone to work with that is gold. Although if gold is not something that you have readily buy, other stones you can use are citrine or ruby or phenacite. Never heard of that one before. The next one we got here is overwhelmed. It says the experience of overwhelm arises when we have taken on too much at once. The scatterbrained feeling may disconnect us from experiencing a healthy rhythm in everyday life. There may be this constant push and pull of our energy paired with a dull awareness of the physical or intuitive needs of the self. And the stone to assist with that is zoisite. And I like that both of these are under one another, the sensual and overwhelmed. And I was getting this encouraging message of just noticing when you are feeling overwhelmed and providing yourself with that deeper sense of sensuality, to slow down or to rest if that's what you need. The next one we got here is strong, and it says true strength comes from a place of emotional intelligence, which allows us to find value in our experiences. The ability to navigate with clarity, tolerance, and a greater understanding builds emotional strength and resilience. Being emotionally strong comes from a willingness to be seen in all forms of vulnerability, and the stone to assist with that is emerald. So if any of these emotions resonate within you, if you're feeling any of these currently are leading into the full moon that's happening on Thursday. This message just might be for you. Definitely listen with an open ear and take what resonates. We're going to go into the next question, and that is, what are we being guided to release at this time outside of these emotions? If, like I said, either of those emotions are coming up for you, if you're not comfortable with your sensuality, maybe that's something you're needing to work on or work through, so that way you can slow down and appreciate yourself more, your body more, your experience more, the love of another more. Maybe you're somebody who is overly empathetic, and I can resonate with that as well. Just needing to hold better boundaries for yourself, or not to allow yourself to get overtaken by all of the emotions that you are feeling. I know it can be very tricky navigating when you are a highly empathic person, and it can feel like a curse sometimes, but I think on the flip side of that is seeing it as a blessing. You're really able to connect to others in a way that some people aren't. You're really able to tap into emotions in the ways that some people aren't. So if that, again, resonates with you in any sort of way, there's a little kickstart, I'll say that. Okay. What are we being guided to release at this time? On the sensuality part, you got the Lovers, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. If you're somebody who is not used to slowing down, really taking your time to understand how you love, or how you need to be loved, or how you deserve to be loved, this is really that full moon opportunity for you to release those experiences that either gave you that evidence or that kind of starting ground of not really understanding sensuality on a more personal level, or beyond just the physical. Okay. So first row, finishing off, we got the Page of Swords, and we also got the Three of Wands. So some people might be releasing like immature ways of thinking, childish ways of thinking. There might be certain limits that you're also removing, or being asked to remove from your mind as well, that are preventing you, or have prevented you from growing or expanding or seeing beyond what you're used to. The next row, we have the Four of Swords with the Eight of Cups, and then the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like some people are definitely being called to release any like negative emotions that come from needing to slow down or needing to rest, with that Four of Swords and Eight of Cups energy. This could also be a call to let go of any shame or guilt or fear surrounding leaving something or leaving someone, or growing out of an old version of yourself. With this Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Pentacles energy here, it is giving me completion of these endings in a way, in a continuation of your evolution or the progress of whatever it is that you're focused on. If this is your own internal growth, or if this is a project or a business that you're working on and have been working on, continuing to establish. Could be releasing fears and themes around that as well, or being called to release those limitations, and what you perceive to be possible when it comes to these projects or these goals. And I just pieced that together, sorry. The Eight of Cups and being highlighted to show that the card has the Eclipse right there. I think just confirmation of the heaviness and the heightened emotions at this time that lead or have led to certain endings or to certain beginnings. 10 of Wands, the Star, and we got the Temperance card here. I think there is definitely this call of releasing burdens that were never really yours to carry. Again, the projections, the fears, the doubts, the limitations. This could be people's drama or responsibilities, again, things that just don't belong to you, that have never belonged to you, that never were meant for you to carry into this next chapter. That is what you're being asked to release. With the Star and with the Temperance here as well. False identities, false versions of yourself. That's what you're being called, or what we're being called to really let go at this time. Sorry, I think we're losing light here. Old versions of yourself. So the most authentic version of yourself can be witnessed, can be shared, can be seen, can be heard. With this Temperance card here as well. I feel like there is definitely this call or this need to release impatience at this time, maybe with the closing of these cycles, or just patience in general, if that's something that you've been really called to work on in this lifetime. Learning how to exist in these moments of limbo, or these periods of waiting, of building. That might be something that you're really being called to release as well at this time. Okay, last three cards. So 888 is going to be a very significant angel number. You might be already seeing 888, or you might see 888 leading into the full moon and or after the full moon, just confirmation of the transformations that are happening, that are coming to a close. With this King of Wands, with the world, and with this Eight of Swords energy, I do feel like it is this call to really release limitations surrounding your confidence, your initiative energy, your passion, your creativity. If any of that has been halted in like the past, or your younger self in some sort of way, that may have caused you to just close yourself off or feel disconnected from the world, this full moon is really for you to let those go. Let go of those illusions that have been cast, so that way you can continue to evolve in the ways that are going to open the world up to you and show you that proof. We also have the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And I really feel like with this message is like perseverance. If maybe giving up is something that you have had a pattern in the past, not seeing things through all the way, or getting across that finish line. If that energy kind of resonates, then releasing those old versions, that old energy, and really anchoring down into a newer belief that gets you through that finish line, that really pulls you into completion. Okay. Now, how are we being encouraged to move forward? Let's switch decks here. Perfect Illusion is playing right now by Lady Gaga. And we got the koala. The koala says to let it go. That's how we're being encouraged to move forward. Okay. Just let it go. Don't cling on to anything that is being stripped down or broken down, or that you're being guided to release and to let go. The next card that we got is Alligator, and it says to take intuitive action. I feel like that's been a very big, repetitive message throughout this month of August, and it is very important, I think, in terms of that sensuality of really knowing when to slow down, knowing when you need to take a break, and knowing when it's time to take action, knowing when it's time to get up again. The next card to have came out is Octopus, and it says trust your multitasking powers. If you're somebody who is like me and has a lot of different hands and different things, multitasking might be something that can help you greatly, and it can also be a hindrance if not tuned in appropriately. But with this, I think it's encouraging us as a collective to trust in those times when we feel like we need to put something down and pick something up again, or focus our energy on that different thing, or shift into a different mind frame or mind state as well, just to kind of keep that energy flowing. It all comes together at some point. Okay. We got peacock here, and then it says share your true colors, and then we got buffalo here that says share abundance. Again, I'm getting called to that star card, just showing your authenticity, showing your authentic side, allowing yourself to be seen fully as you are, and surrounding yourself with people who celebrate those colors, all of those colors and all of the different shades that they come in. With this shared abundance card, sharing abundance can be sharing love, it can be sharing wisdom, it can be sharing energy, it can be sharing time. And I think especially in times when, you know, the collective is feeling very sorrowful, extending that love, like Dolly was saying. I'm seeing a lot of her videos today, but doing little things like that, giving an extra hand, sharing your wealth where you can, when you can, just putting extra love into the world, not for the presentation of it or the performance of it, but for the true, genuine act of sharing, of giving. That in itself allows us to be open to receiving more from the universe or from others. All right, three more. I really wasn't sure if I was going to do this today. After that news, I was pretty bummed. Last three cards here. We got trust in open-hearted vulnerability. We got crow, and it says trust in transformation. And then we got beaver, and it says build with integrity. And I feel like all of these cards are just, again, confirming what I just said. Trusting that who you're expressing to, who you're surrounding yourself with, is going to really cherish and honor and care for that version of you, for your vulnerability. Trusting in this transformation that is happening. If you have been being called to end certain phases of your life, move from certain places, change certain careers, or change just your entire being, and trust that the transformation is of your highest good, and trust that things can turn out a lot greater than what you have experienced as well. Trust was a huge word, I think, this month, I'm sorry. And I can really see why we're all being asked in some way, shape, or form to really surrender to the unseen, to what is happening that we have really no control over. And I think in that trust is building a strength, building an intuitive strength, and that connection with your guides and with your own intuition as well. And then just the last sort of bit here with the beaver, building with integrity. I feel like this is something that we are being encouraged to really anchor within our center of mind and within our heart as well. Especially if some of your endings or some of your relationships, some of your epiphanies or revelations have brought you to a conclusion of not being integrity, not being honest or transparent or accountable in some sort of way, either with yourself or with others, or if others are not providing that for you as well. Just making sure that this is something, a part of your buildings, whatever that may be. If it is a business, if it is your career, if it is a relationship, if it is within yourself, just holding and valuing integrity within itself. That is another encouragement that we are being guided to have. And then on the bottom here, it says, sorry, the bottom of the deck, we have the praying mantis, and it says, engage in prayer and surrender. And I just love that card being on the bottom. I think for me, I have definitely grown into cultivating that prayer, or that practice of prayer, even though I am not religious by any means. I do believe that prayer is something that you can do to connect to higher energy, to your higher self, to the universe, to animal spirits if you feel called, if you are connected to animals, or if you just feel very sensitively about animals. That is also another thing, another facet that we are able to connect to pull wisdom from, to pull inspiration from, and guidance. And I feel like as we continue to go into the ending of this year, engaging in prayer, using prayer as a tool to really ground yourself and supply yourself with that wisdom, with that peace when it's necessary, when you're feeling like you really don't have control over any circumstances, or if you just need that light of guidance to do so. It might feel silly at first, especially if you're not used to praying, or if you do come from a religious background and have some of that to release. That can also be something you release with this full moon. Finding a way to reframe that, or to unlearn the connections with prayer and religion, and establishing a newer way for you that makes an impact and makes you get that sense of connection, if that makes sense. But thank you for being with me. I know this one was challenging, I'm not gonna lie. Really crossing my fingers that the rest of this eclipse season ends with a pretty bow, and we'll tie that up and we'll just burn it away and throw it with everything else that's being released. Sending so much love to the collective as always, and I will see you guys on the next one.